welcome to From Peace to Peace, the Piece by Piece podcast. I'm your host, Nayobé Reemnet, Miss Voluptuous Suriname 2025, and also the founder of Piece by Piece, a platform created to help young people explore their identity and use their voice to make a real difference in today's society. Each episode, we speak to inspiring individuals who are turning their personal puzzle pieces, meaning their stories, their values, and their experiences, into action. Whether you're just getting started or looking to grow your advocacy, you're in the right place right here. Tonight, I'm joined by Noah, Miss Voluptuous Benelux, former Miss Diversity Netherlands, an advocate for ADHD awareness, and someone who works closely with children in her daily life. So let's have her join our call. Hello.
Hey, Cream.
Hi, Noah. How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm also good, thank you. You look beautiful today.
Thank you.
Of course. Are you ready to start?
Yes.
Amazing. Okay, we'll dive right into the first segment, which is every piece of you, and it's all about who you are and what your journey is. So, could you introduce yourself to our audience?
Yes, I'm Noah. I'm 24 years old and I live in the Netherlands. And I represent Miss Voluptuous Benelux 2025. Former Rolana is my friend. She was former Miss Benelux and she has contacted me like, girl, I'm really busy, personal reasons. Do you want to take my title? I say, yes, girl, I'm here. Count me in.
Of course. And
Yes,
you're doing
so,
amazing so far.
yeah, thank you.
Of course. And because this podcast is all about your identity, could you explain your identity in 3 words?
I always heard from people I'm one of a kind. I'm always myself, no matter where, no matter what, I'm always myself. And I'm really socializing with people. I don't care if I know you. Everyone in my eyes is the same. So, yeah, that.
I love that. I love that. And I also recognize that in the person you are. Okay. And what's one thing you wish people would understand about you beyond the crown?
Most of the time, people think that I'm really mean. Like sometimes I have a look on my face, like my facial expressions say a lot, and that's something I'm working on right now. But sometimes it doesn't work. But most of the people think that I'm mean, but I'm not. I'm really sweet. So I think that's one of the things.
I fully agree with you.
Yeah.
I always have the same struggle. When
Yeah.
people first meet me, they think that I'm a very different person from who I actually am. But
Yes.
it's our job to show them that we are authentically ourselves, and I feel like you are, so don't worry about that.
Thank you.
Of course. Let's see. Okay, so we already know a bit more about your advocacy, but you're going to talk a bit more about that in a bit. Could you tell us, because you're someone with ADHD, right?
Yes.
Could you tell us how that has shaped your identity and the way that you see yourself?
Yeah, I was 11 years old when I got diagnosed with ADHD, and at that time I was thinking like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm just being me. But I got a lot of comments like, "Oh, you don't get anywhere. You don't get anywhere in life." So when I was 11 years old, that was really hard for me to hear, but also to understand. Like, how can an adult someone say something like an 11-year-old child? Like, are you nuts?
Yeah.
um, so I always thought like I gonna prove them wrong,
Mhm.
and most of them are looking right now at me and saying, "Girl, you are doing amazing," and I'm like,
You indeed are.
"Yeah."
I fully agree.
It's so hard when you're a child and people are telling you things like that. Like, come on, you cannot say that. You
No,
can
you
think
can't.
it, but don't say it to me like that. I'm really sensitive, and if somebody is saying something like that, I'm thinking like, huh, am I the problem?
Mhm.
So I think that yeah. Yeah,
How
this.
did you figure out how to deal with that? Because I feel like it must be very hard to hear constant thoughts of people who think that you aren't enough or that you're not doing well. How did you cope with that?
Yeah, it really affects me in daily life still. It affects me. I'm really insecure about everything. But it's also something that is coming with ADHD. But yeah, in daily life, I'm really insecure about things like next week I have an exam and I'm really insecure about that either. So I'm always saying to myself in my mind like negative stuff, even though it's not good, I always say it like, oh, you're not gonna pass the exam, or no, you're not going to get your diploma
Yeah, your degree.
degree like that. And sometimes it's really hard to hear that, but um I'm talking with a person, like a psychologist,
Yes.
about that, and it's really helping. Like last year she said to me, girl, don't come back, you're okay. And yeah, that was really for me, it was like, girl, I'm proud of you.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah.
amazing.
Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm a very big advocate for therapy and psychologists
Yes.
because it helps so much. I myself also speak to a psychologist on a monthly level just because it helps. It just helps to have someone
Yeah.
authentically listen to you. So I
Yeah.
fully understand. Okay, well, now that we know a bit more about you and what you stand for, we're going to dive right into the next segment, which
Yes.
is all about your advocacy.
Yes.
I feel like we already know, but I'm still going to ask, what
Yes.
is the cause or the issue that is closest to your heart and why?
Yeah, I got diagnosed with ADHD, and it's so personal, and only 5% worldwide have ADHD. That is not a lot.
No.
So I think we can be more understandable for people with ADHD. Like, there are some signs people are saying, oh, like you're always busy, oh, take your meds, some things like that. But it's more like that. Like,
Mm,
it's really the top of the iceberg that you are saying right now. Like,
yes.
it's really more of this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that's something that you're advocating for that I.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes.
And what keeps you motivated to keep pushing forward for that? Because it's such a personal subject. I can assume that it's quite overwhelming sometimes, right?
Yes, it is. But my two little sisters are keeping me motivated because the middle sister I have, she got also ADHD, and she's like 11 now. But when she was diagnosed, she was 8, 9 years old, I think.
Oh, wow.
Um, and I'm so happy for her because I was, in my eyes, I was really late with my diagnose.
Hmm.
Um, and for her, like, she gets meds. I didn't want them. Even though my school said that I need them, otherwise I need to change schools. Like, I was, girl, come on,
No,
are you? Yeah, I was really like, my mother also said like, oh, we're not gonna do that, no.
no.
So I did like a month. I tried a month, and then I got in a really big fight with my best friend about a chair. About
Oh,
a chair. Yes, I was, and that was the point that I was thinking like, no, this is not for me. No, I cannot do that. So that was the reason for me. I was stopping with meds. But yeah, really, my two little sisters are the motivating for me, but also the people who have it, and for the people, they cannot talk to someone about it. Like, for them, that keeps me motivating about making more awareness.
yeah, I can imagine. And do you have a specific example of someone who you spoke to or who you talked to who made you more motivated or who gave you that idea like, yes, this is what I'm doing it for?
I think everyone in my circle,
Mhm.
like, I'm the only one in my circle who have ADHD, and they are always being really motivated about it. Like, girl, you are being you, and they are. I never hear them saying like, oh, you need to calm down. They never said it to me, and that's something for me is really really great, because when people say to me like, oh, you need to chill, calm down, like, people think they are not hurtful words, but they are. Like, I don't
Yes.
have a switch on my head somewhere where I can press it and like, okay, I'm calm now. No, I don't have that. So
No,
I
you don't.
think, yeah, so I think like that's also the motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah.
And okay, so we already kind of spoke about the misconceptions of ADHD. Could you tell me how it is working with children, because you are working with
Yes.
children, right? And how that connects to the message that you're standing for.
I'm working at an elementary school, like children who are like 4 years old till 12 years old. And it's at a school like everybody is welcome. Like if you're from Syria or from Turkey or from the Netherlands or whatever, you're welcome.
Hmm.
But we also have children who are really hard to understanding, like they get in a fight, they are throwing stuff at you, like things like that. But I really think that's something beautiful um, in life, because they feel safe with me. And I always say to them, like, hey, I also have got ADHD. Like, I know how your head is feeling. I know what's going on in there. And that was for me the reason I want to be a teacher. And it's really helpful. Want I have, for example, I have a child in the class, and sometimes her head is really full, and she said like, teacher, I need to go. I can't stay here, like, huh?
Hmm.
And I'm going with her like to another classroom, and we are just talking about it. How do you feel with ADHD? And she feels so safe around me. Like, that's something I really love about it. Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I also recognize it because I'm also a teacher.
Yeah.
So to me, I also worked with younger children for a while. And whenever I was working with those younger children, I always like to think of my own elementary school teachers. I'm pretty sure that
Yes.
one of them is looking right now as well. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's
That's
very,
so cute.
it's a big coincidence because I just saw her popping up. But what helped me when I was growing up was being seen and having someone who's
Yes.
like, yes, I understand how you're feeling. It's okay.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job. And I feel like you're doing exactly that for these children. So
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
I think that's really important for the children that are our generation.
Hmm.
Because when I was younger, I didn't get recognition for ICU. So I want that for them. So
Yeah.
I think that's also something I'm taking with me when I'm teaching. So
I understand. Yeah, I fully understand. Okay, well then we'll move on to the next segment and also our last segment. It's going so fast. This is called Voices in Action, and it's about the things that you're doing for your advocacy. So could you tell us a bit more about the projects and the actions or the roles that you've taken on so far?
last year I was giving a workshop about it, but it was not specific about ADHD. It was, yeah, a, a bigger subject, like the diversity, but also the pageant I have competed in. But that was one thing, and I got so many positive reaction from them, like, oh, we didn't know, and oh, really good. I also went to a school. um, I don't know how it's called in English, but it's a praktijkonderwijs. Like, they're working
Oh
with
yeah,
hands
so
and stuff like.
practical education.
Yes, yes, they're working with their hands, and it's not really like school. It's more like it's a free school. They can do what they
Yeah.
want. So, uh, for me, that was really really scary, because most of the children are um, sitting there with a reason, like something like that. So, but also they were really. They practice really good with things I have. I had heels with me, and most especially the boys, they want to try the heels, like not the
Wow.
girls, the boys, and like with the crown and the stash. Like, I was looking like, huh, what's going on here?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it was so great, and it was a positive vibe, and I really loved it. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
And let's see. Have you collaborated with any specific communities or maybe with specific organizations? Could you tell us a bit more about that?
Not yet. I really want that, but because I've competed most in most of the pageants, they are saying like, "Oh, we already have a conversation with you." So I like to have, but yeah, right now I don't.
That's
Maybe
totally
in the
fine.
future.
See this as a shout out
Yeah, yeah,
opportunity. So if anyone knows anything, if anyone knows an
please.
organization, let her know because maybe this could help you out.
Yes.
That's amazing. And what's been the most meaningful moment in your advocacy so far?
Um. I think I already said it, but that's the people who are saying to me like, "Oh, girl, you don't come anywhere." Like I proved them wrong. Look at me now. Look where I'm standing.
Yes.
I'm going international.
Mm-hmm.
Like never thought about it. You're saying something like that. So I think it's that, but also the children who are coming to me like, hey, thank you for let me be me, and that they are feeling see and things like that. Yeah.
I can fully imagine, and
Yes.
that's so amazing. You've come so far, and you've done so much. So
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see where your journey will take you. And of
you.
course, I'm very excited to see you during finals week.
Yeah.
Um, we'll move on to the last little piece. This is the mini piece mission, and for anyone who is new, the mini piece mission is the
Oh.
We're having some technical issues here. Happens to the best of us. Give me 1 second. Yes. Okay. So, for anyone who is new here, the mini piece mission is where our speaker gives our listeners a little tip, a little snippet of advice where they can try out the next week. So, Noah, could you tell us your mini piece mission?
Yes. Something I always do in the morning and in the evening when I'm going to sleep is write something down. When I'm standing up, I'm writing down like what are my goals for today? What I'm going to achieve this day. What do I want to achieve this day? And when I'm going to sleep, I'm looking at them. Oh, did I achieve it? So that's my tip for you guys. Try it because it really helps me. I was starting with it in the summer break,
Mm-hmm.
and at first I was thinking like, oh, 2 weeks, and then I'm done. But really, every day I have it laying right next to my bed, and every day when I wake up, I'm writing in it. When I'm going to sleep, I'm writing in it. So, and every month you have like a reflection month. And then
Mm-hmm.
you're going to write down everything you achieve. How are you feeling? How
Oh,
are you feeling in your
amazing.
relationship? How are you feeling about your body? Things like that. But it's really, yeah, really great because I'm seeing my goals that I achieved, but also the goals I didn't achieve. Like, do
Hmm.
I want to achieve them or do I don't want to achieve them?
Yeah,
Like
it
things
gives you a
like
great
that.
overview.
Yes, like it's really for me it's great. So I
I'll
think
definitely try
guys,
this because this is a new one for me.
it's good.
I
Like,
can fully imagine. Thank you so much for sharing that, and thank you so much for being here.
thank
This
you,
is already the end of the episode. You did amazing.
thank you.
So thank you so much, Noah, and for everyone who just tuned in and are like, "Oh no, we just missed everything." Don't worry, everything will be posted on both our YouTube channel and our Spotify, so then you can hear Noah's story as well.
Yes.
For now, until next time, and bye, Noah.
Bye.